Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with a few news headlines. If you were wondering what all those Department of Transportation vehicles and personnel were doing alongside of Highway 278 or US 21 in Beaufort County Thursday, well, the DOT was conducting its annual hurricane evacuation drill. DOT crews were planning where they put their orange barrels and cones to execute lane reversals on those two major Lowcountry roads and on I-26 between Columbia and Charleston. Now, they don't actually do any of the lane reversals, but they organized where those reversals would take place. And they suggest it's not a bad idea for us to figure out the route we'd take to evacuate if it were necessary. A Bluffton man says he's going to use a portion of his $300,000 lottery winnings to take a trip he said he's put off for 20 years to see his parents in another country. The name of the winner and his parents, and even what country they live in, was not released. What we have been told is that Blufftonian bought the scratch-off ticket in the 300 grand game at Parker's convenience store on Highway 278, and there's still one other $300,000 winning ticket to be had, though your odds are 900,000 to 1. Having early voting options will certainly help shorten the lines on primary election day next Tuesday, but it won't have the huge impact it had 2 years ago. The State Election Commission says more than 50,000 people had voted as of Tuesday. Not a huge number, but by the time the early voting deadline ends on Friday at 5 o'clock, it should be a lot more than the 57,000 who voted early in the last off-year election in 2018. Now, in Beaufort County, you can vote early at the Election Board headquarters on John Galt Road in Beaufort, at the Satellite Center on Ulmer Road in Bluffton, at the County Government Center across Highway 278 from First Presbyterian Church on Hilton Head, and at the St. Helena Branch Library. The real estate boom in the Lowcountry is starting to slow down somewhat, but if you're patient, you'll still sell your house for more than you did a month or even a year ago. Info from Realty.com says the county's median home price rose nearly 14% in May from April and spent 35 days on the market, up from 34 days in April. Now, Jasper County homes went for about 2% less in May than April, but the median price is still up 13% from a year ago, and homes only spent about 28 days on the market. And we would like to thank David and Catherine Hetrick for sending us this amazing photo as the storm rolled into Fripp Island yesterday. And if you have a cool weather photo you want to share, well, you can send it to news@WHHI-TV.com so we can showcase it on our news and our Facebook page. For more information on our stories today and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen. And please remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at WHHI-TV, and make sure to visit our website at WHHI-TV.com. And now let's take a turn and we'll go to sports with Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey Loco sports fans and WHHI viewers, it's time to tee up the latest edition of Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Lowcosports.com. Bluffton's Ann Fernandez captured the girls' championship at the South Carolina Junior Golf Association's Upstate Junior Classic, shooting 3 under par over 2 rounds to win by a whopping 10 shots. Good showing on the boys' side as well, as Hilton Head's Cade Kriskunas was the runner-up in that division. We also have a trio of top amateur golfers from the Loco competing in the prestigious Dogwood Invitational at Druid Hills Golf Club in Atlanta this week. And it was a solid opening round Wednesday for Hilton Head Christian alum and Virginia Tech Hokie Daniel Azalon, who shot 2 under par and is tied for 28th. Hilton Head's own Jonathan Grizz, 1 shot behind Azalon in a tie for 42nd as he prepares for his career at Alabama. And May River alum and Clemson Tiger Andrew Swanson shot 1 over, fresh off a solid run at the U.S. Open final qualifying on Monday. That tournament continues through Saturday, so we'll get you caught up next week. Over on the diamond, the Savannah Bananas won 6-3 at Macon. 16 strikeouts to fry the bacon. The tubular yellow fruits are now 7-2 and atop the Coastal Plain League West Division a game and a half clear of the Lexington County Blowfish. Speaking of the Diamond, the Dixie Youth Baseball District tournaments get started on Friday with the 12U Ozone tournament starting at Burton Wells Park in Beaufort. The host team Beaufort taking on Colleton County, and Bluffton, which has a bunch of 11-year-olds who won the 10U state championship a year ago on this team, taking on Hilton Head in a very interesting first-round matchup. So should be a great tournament over there. We'll get you caught up to speed tomorrow and next week on Last Night in the Loco. That does it for today's edition. We'll be back tomorrow to round up the biggest stories from the Loco sports scene. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thank you, Justin. And now Maria for the weather.
Thanks, Robyn. All right, let's take a look at the weather for Friday. So it looks like it's going to be partly cloudy all day in all three regions. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 84, low of 74. Bluffton's going to have a high of 87, a low of 72. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 90 and a low of 73. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:29. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide is going to be at 1:23 p.m. and high tide is going to be at 6:39 p.m. Taking a look into the weekend, Saturday there is a chance of thunder showers all day in all three regions. Highs are going to be in the upper 80s, lows in the 70s. Come Sunday, there's another chance of thunder showers all day in all three regions. Highs are going to be in the upper 80s, lows in the 70s. And come Monday, it's going to be cloudy with highs in the 90s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's hit it back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, Mark Saltzman will join us with some high-tech innovations for this summer.